before they all became empty. The way we used to be when we could join hands and embrace the music together and feel the joy it brings. My Strictly journey came to an end just a week before the show came here to Blackpool in the world-famous Tower Ballroom. But by week 8, my life had already been transformed by the power of dance. I was a stone and a half lighter, physically and mentally sharper, and the concern now is that thousands could miss out on those benefits if some dance halls and studios don't reopen and some fold.
My concern is that we will lose maybe over half, maybe more than half of the studios that we have in this country. The human consequence of this is that what about the person with mental health problems or osteoporosis or anything that they need to get out, keep moving? I mean, we know, as you know, moving to music can really enhance the whole body. It can give you an endorphin release. It can socially help you when you're going into the studios.
While the social distancing rules would need to be fully relaxed for some of the couples classes at the postponed British Open to still go ahead in August, for the vast majority who just want to improve their dance moves, it's claimed studios could open safely tomorrow.
The problem is that the government perceives ballroom dancing, as does everybody that's not involved. They perceive it as people who dance together, which is exactly true in some cases. But when you come in as a social dancer and as a kid at the bottom of the pyramid, shall we say, you've got thousands and thousands of kids doing this, and they're all doing it solo.
The Culture Secretary, Oliver Dowden, tweeted this week that the government has aspirations to open gyms and leisure facilities in mid-July. If dance studios are included in this, it would be music to the ears of those who kept dancing going during lockdown in online classes nationwide.
Okay, let's have a look.
Shirley Bowers herself has been helping the Lauren James School in Wales. The Urban Stride Street Dance Squad have performed whole routines individually from home. Harry has continued his learning alone with Strictly's Amy Dowden on his computer. While in Brighton, the Outer Puff Daddies have been dancing separately, but from next week, their weekly session will move to an open-air car park with socially distanced groups of 6.
I think there's another pandemic that's going to be happening after this. Mental health challenges. You know, so many people use dance as that release. Being in that live environment creates that oxytocin, you know, that happy hormone that we get when we're around other people, and that's one thing that we've been lacking, and that's why it's so important. And even if we're socially distant, it's still going to be a lot better than just being online.
1, 2, 3.
At the Community Dance Studio in Winchester, where Katia and I trained, outdoor one-to-one classes have started again, observing social distance guidelines and ending the need to dance alone at home.
I've just been stressed, really. A bit hard.
Because what does dance give you?
It gives me joy. Gives me a chance to express myself.
Coming out from East Buzzing, he's like back to his old self.
For most kids that dance here, it's their life. They go to school, then they dance. And without that, it's kind of like a piece of you is missing.
And at this studio, parents and volunteers are now building an outside stage so more can return.
We've worked the stage out based on 12 dancers on a 2-metre social distance basis so that we can safely run a dance class.
To really see how different dance might be with 1 metre plus distancing being observed,
Hey! Great to be back again!
I was reunited this week with my Strictly partner Katia.
You know from dancing with me that I didn't need to touch you, I just had to shout at you to do things.
On a safe distance.
It worked, and you're here to do more, so, well, we can demonstrate right here that you can still dance and learn everything you need with distance. So, give me 5 keyboard changes, please.
Oh, okay.
Good, point that foot. Good, hand higher, shoulders down.
If we do run classes with reduced numbers, we can have boxes taped out on the floor. You stay in your box, and you can learn heaps of dance moves.
1, 2, 3.
In fact, Katia was able to give me a whole quick-step refresher lesson while keeping her distance. Okay, it may look a bit odd, me doing a ballroom dance in frame on my own, but it's still a great way to feel the benefits.
We just literally can't wait to open our doors because it's an amazing workout for the whole body.
You're going to see on Strictly this year, we're going to have, you know, a new set of rules. You're going to be able to see how we can dance 1 metre apart.
It makes it so happy. Better without you. No, only knocked down. And when studios like this do reopen, just like in the new series of Strictly, it will be a lot more about holding your own on the dance floor. Well, like at the start of my Paso Doble, the week I was knocked out. Mike Bushell, keep dancing, BBC News.
He's not bitter. He's not bitter.
We can talk to two people who are desperate for dance schools to reopen. Lisa McNally runs the Cornwall Dance School, and Oscar, hello Lisa, and Oscar is one of her pupils and a dance champion. Oscar, I'm going to start with you. What did you make of Mike's dancing?
I think it's very good. It's really funny, and yeah, it's good that he's keeping fit and everything. Yeah.
Very diplomatic, may I say. Cara, you're giggling there. Is that typical of him?
Yeah.
Tell us about your dance.
Brilliant.
Tell us about your dance studio, plans in place, and just how much you're missing it.
So for us, for me, it's a second family. I know that we have many of our parents and students who actually call us their second family and spend 6 nights a week here. So I think we've been pooling together all of our all of the dance studios have been talking to each other and trying to come up with ways of keeping everything really safe. So here, like mentioned, we'll have the taped out spaces. We've got our anti-bac up on the wall now. We've got set guidelines that all students have to follow when they go to the toilet. We've got our own quarantine room. So we have the space set up. It is ready to go. I think we were all hoping for that good news on the 4th of July, which didn't come. But yeah, I think the kids need it. They need the space. This is their family. This is their home. It's so good for them socially. Mental health is going to be huge after this, I think, obviously because we are in that lockdown situation. It's such a strange scenario for children, and this is their release. This is their home. So to kind of have that space where you can be creative and be with your friends and talk to your teachers and just have that interaction as well as learning and growing while they're here.
You outlined some of the things that you can set up in order, you think, to fit within the restrictions. What is it? What's the feedback you're getting in terms of what more could you do? What is it that's lacking that means you can't reopen as other places are?
I've heard it's to do with a respiratory slipstream that the government are trying to work out space-wise how we'd be able to do that, set up the space safely. But I've been in talks, as I know, lots of people have been thinking really out of the box with regards to how to set this all up safely. And it's not just us, it's other performing arts schools and also dance fitness classes as well.
Sorry, carry on, Lisa.
But yeah, the space-wise, we've been talking to schools from Germany, so international schools, because really here there's a lack of guidance. There's no kind of set guideline for anything like us, which is a shame, really. We see the guidelines coming out for other businesses and retail, but for our industry, we seem to have been missed. We've even seen kind of outdoor sports focused on, but yeah, not us.
Oscar, you must just be missing dance so much. What do you think it will be like when you get back into the dance school? Because you were dancing 7 days a week, I think.
Yeah, well, 4 days a week, but 7 classes a week. Yeah. I think when we get back to it, it would be a lot really refreshing to get somewhere else. But I think it be very restricted in our moving around in formations and stuff, but I think the actual dance moves will still be able to practice, train and keep fit. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Well, wish you all the best when you do finally get back together and keep dancing, as the phrase is. Lisa McNally and Oscar, thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend.
Thanks very much. So that's the end of our programme.